Hi, I'm Ellie, and I would like to give you a suggestion for improving your math skills. Please, before you turn in a test or before you turn in a quiz, make sure you look it over for a few minutes so you find your mistakes before the teacher does.
Hi, I'm Barb. I'd like to remind you, ask the instructor for your folder every time you attend class. Very often we have a special message for you that we will put over the top of your folder, and that is the way we make sure you get it.
Hi, my name is Susie. I wanted to remind you that if you ever have any questions at all, that you please ask. There are no wrong questions and there are no silly questions, so just make sure that if you're having difficulties at any point that you talk to your instructor.
Hi, I'm Michelle. My recommendation to you is on your first day of class to make sure that you bring a pencil and notebook so that you have the materials you need to be successful.
Hi, I'm Deb. What we'd like to see you do is to come with an attitude of success. Play down previous struggles with math. We'll help you succeed. You can do it. All you need to do is relax and practice, practice, practice.
Welcome to GOAL Math. I want to congratulate you on your decision to come to GOAL Math. My name is Ellie Miller, and I'm a teacher in the math lab on the Appleton campus. Our program is self-paced. We also know that some students suffer from math anxiety. We have ways to alleviate this math anxiety. One of the things we have is our very helpful teachers who encourage and walk you through your lessons. We also have videos that you can watch. And we have what are called learning objects, which are small units or small lessons that you can watch on the computer. Next, I'm going to explain how to use the progress sheet and the book. This is a textbook we use in GOAL Math, and we provide one for you in the lab. It's called Basic College Mathematics. Let's take a look at a progress sheet. Your progress sheet might look different than this, but some things are similar. You will go through Basic Math Skills 1 and Basic Math Skills 2, and you might need to do something beyond that. Here's the progress sheet for Chapter 1. According to this student would have to do these sections. Now, in your case, you will be taking a whole numbers inventory, or you might have already done a whole numbers inventory, and you will see your page marked differently than this. But I'm going to use this as an example to explain how this works. We will start with 1.1, reading and writing whole numbers. You will study pages 2 to 5 in that area, and then you will do pages 7 and 8, all the odd-numbered problems. Let me show you how that looks in the textbook. Here's page 2 in the textbook. You would need to read this and then do the problems along the side, and the answers are here. Then you would need to read and study this page and then do the problems along the side and then correct your answers. Then you would go on and do pages 4 and pages 5, and then you would not do page 6, but you would go on to page 7 and page 8 and do the odd-numbered problems. The odd-numbered problems are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and so forth. After you've completed this, you need to go to the back of the book and correct your problems. Now, what I usually tell students is this: you might want to do a couple problems first and then go check the answer key in the back to see if you're doing the problems correctly, rather than do the entire page and do it wrong. So maybe do problem 1 and problem 3, go to the back of the book, check your answers, see if you're doing them correctly. If you have any questions at that point, you could ask the instructor also. After you've completed 7 and 8 in the book, the teacher will initial on here what you have done. You'll show the instructor your work, and they'll put their initials on there. And then they'll give you what's called Skill Check 1.1. Skill Check 1.1 is a little quiz. You will take it back to your seat and you will work on it. And then after you've done it, the teacher will correct it. If you get 80% or better on the skill check, you'll need to correct your mistakes, and then the teacher will mark your score. If you've gotten less than 80%, you'll need to correct your mistakes, and then the teacher will give you a different form of the skill check for you to do. After you've completed that successfully, you will go on to Operations, Terminology, and Symbols handout sheet. And this is operations, terminology, and symbols handout sheet. After you've completed that, the instructor will initial that off. In this case, the student had to do this section, and then they had to do this section. Like I said before, your sheet might look different than this, and you will have to do whatever X'd on your sheet. In this case, the student will read and study those pages, pages 73 and 74, and then do the odd-numbered problems on these pages. After they've completed, they'll show it to the instructor. The instructor will initial off the problems that they've completed, and then they will give the student skill check 1.8. After this, you have completed this successfully, then we'll go on to 1.9, and you will read and study these pages, do the odds on these pages, and then you'll get 1.9 skill check. Then you will need to drop down here and do test your word power in the book, correct it yourself, and then after you've completed that, you will do the book test for review, all the problems. After you've completed that, the teacher will give you the Chapter 1 test. After you've completed Chapter 1 successfully, the teacher will give you the fractions inventory to determine what you need to do in Chapters 2 and 3.
A common question from GOAL students is, how long is it going to take me to complete my GOAL math? For many students, it takes about a little more than 1 semester to complete their GOAL math. It depends upon also how many hours that you put into the GOAL lab. The more you attend, you will probably complete a little bit quicker. Also, if you do decide to purchase a textbook and work outside of class, that will increase the speed at which you could complete the GOAL.
Remember to bring your ID to class because you might use it to check out a calculator or to check out a book.
Hi, my name is Lori. What I'd like you to think about is, when you're solving a word problem, take a moment and think about whether or not your answer makes sense.
In closing, I would like to encourage you to ask any questions that you might have. If you have any question, big or small, please ask the instructor. The instructors are more than willing to answer any questions. Also, if you need one-on-one help, please see an instructor during their office hours. See you in GOAL!